Here are 6 beverages that are going to help you get a better sleep. You're going to want to stay till the end because the 6th one is going to surprise you. It surprised me. Now, why the heck am I talking about better sleep? Because normally I'm here talking about drainage, lymph, liver, gut, that kind of thing. Why am I here talking about sleep? Well, the reason I'm talking about sleep is the only way that our brain drains, so our lymphatic system, the only way that it drains is at night during proper sleep. And unfortunately, most of us are not getting good quality sleep. We're waking up. We may be waking up like multiple times at night. We might have a really hard time falling asleep. We may wake up in the morning and still not feel rested. All of these are indications that our brain is not capable or not draining properly. And if our brain's not draining properly, it means our brain's literally sitting in like a puddle of sewage. Gross, right? And think about how many things our brain is responsible for. What does it control? It controls so many things. So let's go through and let's start talking about some of the things that you can drink right before bed to help you get a better quality sleep. And as a result, help your brain drain better. The first thing that we got to look at is how hydrated are we? How much water have you drank? And I'm not telling you to drink like tons of water right before bed. Not wise, because it might make you wake up to have to go pee. But how much water you're drinking throughout the day is going to determine how well you drain at night. And there's some interesting studies and research out there and doctors saying that when you're dehydrated, you're actually not going to get good quality sleep. So I'm actually going to take this one step further. And when we talk about water and consuming water, you might be drinking lots, but if you're somebody that gets up and has to like go pee every hour because water runs through you, that tells me that your body's not absorbing the water it's drinking, which means you're not hydrated at a cellular level. And when we're dehydrated, that is actually going to make draining, especially lymphatic draining, more difficult. Now, here's why. What will happen is when we become dehydrated, our body is going to start to pull water from other parts of our body. It may pull water from the intestines, causing us to become constipated. It can even pull water from our lymphatic fluid, causing our lymphatic fluid, instead of it being like fluid like water, to become more like molasses. And when it's more like molasses, it is so much harder for it to move and drain. So one tip that really, really helps your body absorb the water that you're drinking is add a pinch, legitimately a pinch, like whatever you can pinch between your fingers of quality salt, not iodized table salt, not kosher salt. I'm talking about unrefined salt, whether it's Celtic sea salt, whether it's unrefined salt, whether it's Himalayan salt. The reason being is those salts have their minerals still intact, specifically sodium and magnesium. We need magnesium to help our body, to help our cells pull water in, and that's how we become hydrated. So having literally a pinch of salt, you can even just put it on your tongue while you drink your water or put it in your glass of water and drink it down, is going to make a huge difference. I hear it all the time. I'm not peeing as much. I'm drinking the same amount of fluid, but I am not peeing as much. It means you're more hydrated. So that's number one, hydration from a cellular level by drinking salty water. Number 2 is electrolytes. So yes, we are getting some electrolytes from the salt, not nearly enough, but enough to help our body pull water in. So adding things like electrolytes, specifically potassium and magnesium, can be very beneficial. So you can take it in an electrolyte drink if you like, or you can take it in the form of supplements. But either way, having those electrolytes is going to help our body be in more of a homeostasis, which will help down-regulate cortisol. And cortisol is actually what can keep us up at night or wake us up. So number 2 is electrolytes. Number 3, chamomile tea. The reason chamomile tea is so good is it actually signals receptors in the brain that tell us it's sleepy time. So if you're somebody that has a hard time falling asleep, drinking a cup of chamomile tea before bed might be the way to go. And as always, I prefer loose leaf just because we can then control how concentrated we want it, not to mention then we don't have to worry about what the bag that the tea is in. So whether it's plastic or bleached or what other toxins. So I always use loose leaf whenever possible. So chamomile tea was number 3. Number 4 is golden milk. Golden milk is fantastic. And if you don't know what it is, golden milk is a combination of like turmeric, ginger, a lot of times cinnamon and nutmeg in traditionally milk, like regular milk. But you can use whatever you want. You can use almond or coconut. Regardless, why golden milk is so beneficial is because turmeric has curcumin in it. And And what curcumin does is it helps you feel like it relaxes the body. It helps you feel more relaxed. And one of the things that I always recommend doing is when you're doing like a golden milk, add a little bit of fresh ground pepper to activate the curcumin. If you're doing golden milk, I recommend adding a little bit of cinnamon. And why cinnamon is beneficial is because cinnamon can support healthy blood sugar. So for some of us, we might not be getting good sleep because we have insulin resistance. So that could look like prediabetes, or it could be type 2 diabetes. And ultimately what cinnamon does is it helps regulate our blood sugar. And when our blood sugar is regulated, we're gonna get a better quality of sleep. The ginger in the golden milk is there because it can help with digestion. And if we're eating really late at night, which I recommend that we don't do, the ginger can be very soothing and calming to our digestive system, allowing us to be able to fall asleep and stay asleep longer. Another drink that can be really beneficial that's super, super tasty is Tart cherry juice. So Tart cherry juice actually has compounds in it that helps our body produce melatonin. And melatonin is our sleep hormone. So melatonin and cortisol are actually supposed to move in opposition. So first thing in the morning, when we wake up, cortisol is supposed to be high, melatonin is supposed to be low. And as the day goes on, it's supposed to shift and change, meaning cortisol is supposed to drop and melatonin is supposed to rise. That's part of the circadian rhythm. Unfortunately, we can end up with broken circadian rhythms where these hormones aren't shifting throughout the day, which makes it harder for us to fall asleep, stay asleep, and hard for us to wake up in the morning. So drinking Tart cherry juice can help increase the melatonin production, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Here's the last one. You guys ready for number 6? This one surprised me. This one is banana tea. And you might be saying like, what the heck is banana tea? Well, that's exactly what it is. You're legitimately going to take a banana and you want it to be organic, right? We don't want any pesticides because we're going to be boiling the whole thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to snip off the stem of the banana, wash the banana, like get any residue off, and then cut the banana lengthwise and put the banana in a pot of water with roughly like 3-4 cups of water, and you're going to boil it. And what you're going to do is you're going to boil that banana until the banana turns brown. What you're going to do is you're going to strain out that water and you're going to drink that banana tea water, that banana water. Now, why? Is because there's a ton of potassium in the skin of the banana, even more than in the fruit. And potassium, like we talked about earlier with like electrolytes, is really beneficial and super important in getting proper sleep. So give the banana tea a try. The people that I've told this to before and have tried it, swear by it. They're like, oh my gosh, this is a total game changer. And so, generally you throw out the rest of the banana, or you can like mush it up into like a banana like applesauce kind of thing. Have it later, but most of the flavor's gone. But pick one of these beverages to drink right before bed and see how different your sleep is. Remember, the better quality of sleep, the better quality of brain drainage you're going to get. And our brain is super duper important. I'm really excited to hear which one either surprised you the most or which one you're gonna try. And let me know if you try it, how it goes. Thanks for being here and happy draining.